Welcome back, everybody. It's good to catch you boys and girls and everybody in between back here for the Royal Sea Cup that has been going really well. It looks like we're already going to be stepping into the battlefield once more. This time the map is going to be Bind. Who is going to take it away? Make sure you are typing in the chat. Who are you supporting? Is it going to be BBI or is it going to be Boom? My name is Getting Q, and here with me is Play of the J, as we will be bringing you all the action for this final game of this best of 3.
It's been really intense between these two teams. First map definitely closer than the second, but it remains the same in terms of the overall scoreline. One apiece, each taking their own map. So Haven first did go to Boom, and they managed to win it in overtime as well, 14-12, and we did see 13-6 going in favor of BBI on Ascent. So now we are going to be going to middle ground. Well, technically, this by coin flip, this is picked by BBI, and as a result, Boom, they're going to be starting here on the defensive side first. So we are all ready to rock and roll and see how they want to try and pull it out of the hat in this final match.
Yeah, and we were talking about this time and time again, you know, BBI being the more defensive team, Boom having some great attacking options, and, you know, it's clearly reflected in the way they actually draft their agent composition. Just look at that. How many duelists and how many engagers is Boom going to bring against BBI, who's going to play a little bit more slow, a little bit more methodical, and bringing a lot more smokes.
The key difference here is Boom will be bringing a Phoenix in lieu of the the Cypher, excuse me. And these two lineups are exactly the same as what we saw from both of these teams actually during the group stages. So I think both of these teams will be well versed with how each other likes to line up on this map. They're definitely going to have that information available. Key differences from some of the other lineups that we've seen on Haven and also on Ascent is you're going to be swapping in the Brimstone for instead of the Omen. It is definitely going to be something which a lot of teams have been favoring so far here in the Royal Sea Cup, just because of the ability he has to make certain takes even more effective. Given the kind of map characteristics that we have here, plus also the utility that he gets from both Molly shutting down individual lanes, just given how choked up any of these paths can be, and also his ultimate.
Yeah, his ultimate is just absolutely great. Who doesn't like seeing an absolute destructive force with that orbital strike, being able to precisely target where he needs to be, and mainly, especially for those post-plant situations, it buys a lot of time.
Yeah, and now we're going to be getting underway here with our final map of the series. And we'll determine who is going to be advancing forward and going to be meeting Myth Attitude in the next stage of the upper bracket section. But it's not going to be all doom and gloom for the loser, as they're going to be facing off against Todok first thing tomorrow morning. But anyways, let's see what's happening here. The stack working very heavily here on B for BBI.
Yeah, and I mean, look at the way BBI is trying to attack this B point here. You can already see Brim trying to be dropping down that one initial smoke to kind of slow them down. Neo King, the moment he heard that smoke, he's already a little hesitant. He's not jumping straight onto the side. They could be hiding. They could be anywhere at this point of time. And Brim, and BBI's Brim is going to do the exact same thing, blocking off Elbow.
Oh, but he's all by himself. All other 4 players there from Boom, they're all going to be going through the teleporter, and they're going to be trading out here as they're going to try and get that dominance here from the window side of things. There's still going to be one in Metal, and look at the flurry of kills here in favor of Boom Esports. They're going to be able to take them all down and still have 3 players to boot.
And that's what happens. I mean, the whole team was ready to go through that teleporter, make that rotation come through, and push through Hookah. And the most important thing was the fact that they did the 2 most important things was, number 1, that they did Molly on the opposite side of this canister, so at least if they're looking in that general direction and lining up their crosshair towards spawn side, they're going to get an easy flick downwards. And also they took out 2 members coming in from Elbow as well, which really just opened up the map and isolated a lot of the agents.
Yeah, and Super Sis, he was going to be very crucial in delaying them. But yeah, stacking 4 players on one side up for the pistol round, very effective, as even if you lose the other side and Super Sis did go down, it's still a 4v5 retake, and it's going to be better than a 3v4 or 3v5 that could actually transpire.
I mean, the fault lines have already been coming up, and this is a good opportunity for BBI to get the attack in, trying to set up for default, but the Aftershock is going to be first. The Recon Arrow catches out Notorious as they look to push into U-Haul here. As the rest of the team, how do they handle this U-Haul push? They don't exactly have anybody that can flush it out. Now, Phoenix trying to get that initial kill. He's at 30 HP. Can they take Jet out?
Oh, and look at now, there's gonna be the push coming in. Asterix picking up 4 kills here with just a fraction of HP. And you know, with those early exchanges here, they did manage to take down Notorious straight away, so it didn't look too fantastic for Boom Esports. But yeah, the rotation came in, and Asterix, yeah, doing quite the number on the opponents. And I think he's gonna be opting for the, well, he hasn't decided on the operator yet. Currently, he has money, and yeah, just go and buy it. You know you want it. As Asterix is going to look to frag out.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what he wants to do. He wants to get those picks. BBI Poem, he's going to be dropping down that fault line, down a short here. Well, the rest of the team, he's got to be careful. They don't want to stick their nose out too far, but Arctic King, he's confident. He finds one. That's one headshot. Can he get the second one? 2 headshots in a row. That's some great entry fragging coming out from Boom's Arctic King.
Oh, yeah, and he's going to be feeling it after those two. He's going to be now leading the charge against this full buy round coming out from BBI. Round 3 not looking too good, and this looks like a little bit of revenge here for some of the gun rounds that BBI had a very cohesive plan to start things off on their defensive side on Ascent.
Oh, Asterix finds him, but he gets traded instead. Hopefully they don't lose out on that operator here. As Arcade, he's going to pull backwards. Shower still being contested by Breach and Sova, none of which have seemed to found each other, but that's going to be the spike character as Arcade finds the right target as they look to push Popogachi, and they secure that round.
Very decisive here from Boom, but yeah, Adriking really the difference maker, pushing up and being able to get the kills with the Bulldog as well. So impressive stuff coming out from the Phoenix. We'll see how they're going to be bouncing back. BBI are going to be getting a taste of their own medicine, is what we saw happen a bit earlier on. But again, it's not like exactly with the same level of coordination, I must admit, where we did actually see Tailwind being expended by, I think, yeah, we did have the Tailwind being expended by Neoking, excuse me, with the assistance from Poem on the breach.
Yeah, but maybe that could be enough. Maybe it could be enough, but I do think that BBI is much more effective on the defensive side. So, you know, I expect them to be dropping these rounds as they look to be pushing through. Boom! Being able to aggressively push out, effectively taking out 4 members for 2 casualties to their team. Boom! Looking real good. They hear the teleporter. They all know he's heading towards A side. Jet looking to contest it from Shower side.
Yeah, going to be, again, a little bit of a throwaway round here for BBI, but they're still going to see what they can deliver here. Asterix just missing barely, but now this is rotation coming in here. We're going to be flanking in from the Showers and also on the A short side of things. Not really certain if they are really wanting to go for this. Repablo going to be moving through U-Haul, but he's going to be met with quite a bit of opposition in the form of one big fat round to the stomach.
Oh boy, that was a round for sure. I mean, the aggressive push coming in from Boom's side, I don't think anyone was really expecting it. They saw the recon arrow, they even got the stim beacon set up, and immediately just all hell broke loose.
The synchronization with the recon arrow coming out, they knew that they would all turn behind if there was anyone pushing out from the fountain side. So awesome proactive play, and now Boom is starting to think on that level which we saw BBI on Ascent. So let's see how things are going to be working out on this next gun round. Oh, looks like Asterix picks off his opposite number. Neo King going down, looking to see, can he get any more vision? But there's still going to be the smoke put down for the time being on B long.
Yeah, but Asa, you got to remember the Showers is completely compromised. They already take out 2 of the attackers. Sova is still alive. He could just pull back from Showers back onto the A side here. Oitain, he knows for a fact that he's there. His teammates have given him the communication and info to kind of work with. They have to play as an army of 2 for the side of BBI. Oh, that's going to be Blaze King going down.
Oh, Poem is going to be able to nail him there with a little bit of a blockage there in terms of line of sight from the Cyber Cage, but now the retake is coming here as the run it back is going to be popped. Asterix going to be following through here with the Blade Storm in hand, but this spike plant is going to be bisected a little bit here from both the shower side and A short, but now the smoke coming down here in favor due to Super Sis. It's going to enable them to go for the plan. Oh, they're going to be sticking here as well. So this is really working out well. Asterix and combining, but it's going to be Adrian King who's going to be able to pick up the final 2 kills here in some style.
Big rounds coming out of Boom. They haven't given a single one to BBI just yet. Look at that economy. They are capping it out so quickly against BBI, but luckily BBI still has a buy round this time, and it's time for them to really start to shine because they really need to get those buffer rounds sooner rather than later.
Yeah, 5-0. This is starting to escape from BBI. The Japanese team really needs to get it together here for this round if they want to try and sustain into the later stages. And so far they've been sustaining some of these early losses early, and it hasn't really enabled them to take advantageous fights or stretch the defense with in terms of their rotation.
Yeah, but now the fault line is coming through as they look to try and push up. Where are the smokes coming out from BBI? They're still holding up their utility. No full commitments just yet. And Neo King slowly creeps up, tries to get into U-Haul. I'm pretty sure the Owl Drone has spotted him out as he creates a one-way corridor with that smoke.
Yeah, that's really going to delay things ever so slightly. Oh, with a shot there from Asterix. He is just lying in wait on shower side, but he's going to miss it out. But again, that's your Jet here. And look, he's going to evade capture, and it's going to be Super Sis who's going to actually be able to take down the player there. But now Neo King still trying to hold things down in A short, but it's difficult. There are 3 players now on site, and he's actually going to get a little bit of backup as Oitan is going to be reconvening here. But oh, they're going to get separated here. Neo King, no space to go. Super Sis will pick that up. It's a 2v1. Oitan, he can come down A short. He's going to be taken out there. Adrian King working wonders, and Boom Esports makes it 6 in a row.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Should have peeked out a little bit earlier so it doesn't get to that halfway mark, starting it all over again. Might have been able to buy enough time had he done that, but again, it's still 50-50. Really risky plays coming out of BBI, but Boom utilizing the ults very effectively, and luckily, especially for Asterix, getting out of a really sticky situation.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I mean, I liked his positioning right at the start here from the showers. They did have the 2-prong push going through showers at the start to gather information. They knew that it was clear. It's always such a great place to try and defend the site if you know the attack is only coming from A short, but it is actually going to be B short that is going to be featuring here. No one lurking inside of Hookah, and now Hunter's Fury going to be coming out. Blaze King might be able to capitalize. He's already hit him once there, but not able to land any further. And now Notorious is actually going to be picking it up. He made the aggressive prod here through the A short side.
Yeah, he did, and I mean, now with the information that they have at hand, you know that the rotations are going to be coming in pretty fast, but they don't want to dedicate everyone just yet. That's going to be Neo King going down with a headshot coming in from Blaze King. Oh boy, this is going to be a tough situation. They quickly throw out the shock darts, but the Cubby is going to help them cover that angle as Hookah is now going to get absolutely destroyed as a flawless round coming out of Boom, 7-0.
Such an impressive defense there coming out there from Boom Esports. They're going to stitch them up there from the sides, and I think, you know, with the amount of information that they managed to gather with the aggressive peek through the middle there, Notorious able to spot out the intentions of BBI, allow the additional player to be present and rotate over on the B side, and that was going to make it a little bit of a difficult position for the Assault.
Let's see how far they can actually get with this. I mean, so far, Boom continue to oppress BBI, forcing them to go after econ after econ after econ, and even when they did have guns, they're still coming up with the most minimal of casualties.
Yeah, and this is going to be a proper gun round here from both of these teams. So now let's see how it works. But you can see that this influences Asterix and his tactics. He's going for this aggressive push because if he can take down any of these players wielding a proper assault rifle, that is going to be the name of the game, as they want to try and significantly move the odds in their favor, because you do want to try and close out these potential swing rounds.
Oh, they are definitely playing for the picks for the side of BBI. They're just done with this aggression coming out of Boom. They're making sure that those tripwires are covering that left side of B, making sure that if anybody walks by, they'll know exactly what's going on. The smokes come down, making sure that it's pushing through Struck. And here comes the Rolling Thunder to slow it down, but the Hunter's Fury as well, trying to pick up Notorious, and that's going to be one going down. And here comes the Rolling Thunder from BBI's side. They don't actually hit anybody, but now that back flank, it's a tough situation to be in. They're running over to B side. They don't want to deal with this anymore.
Oh, BBI, they had the mana advantage there for just a second there, and yeah, they lost two of the players there in their own individual duels, and yeah, now it is gonna be a plant over on the B side. We did see rotation coming out pretty quick here from Popo, and now this double take here from the spawn side of things, Asterix will be able to use the tailwind expectedly, and Super Sis able to capitalize on that one as well. Popagachi none the wiser, gets taken down.
Yep, just well. Oh no, he gotta do it to him. After how much struggle BBI put them through in game 2, he's just gotta let it out a little.
Yeah, and a little bit of rivalry, but you know, it's still going to be healthy competition at the end of it, as evidenced by the position that we find ourselves in. It's still drawn 1-1, but this is really starting to run away from BBI quite substantially. 8-0 so far in this match, and even if we do say it's defender-sided, I think you would expect that BBI can put some rounds on the board. But so far on these gun rounds, it's been very decisive for Boom. They've taken some very proactive steps to really try and circumvent them losing.
Yeah, and even though wait, hold on, did they actually get some information with the spy cam onto Hookah's side? And yes, they do. They're even sending the drone through to try and figure out where exactly they're coming from. And once again, BBI taking the option of playing it a little bit slower, but Boom this time realizing that last round they were playing for picks, so they can't exactly be as aggressive as they were before.
Yeah, but this a little bit of aggression here is compensating for the lack of a cipher, which is being brought here by BBI. You're not going to have the chances to really gather intel through the gadgets that are available, so that's why they have to try and take these aggressive angles. It gives them the opportunity also to get picks, and when they make these little plays where at the very least they're going to be able to get the trades, that's working very effectively in their favor.
Oh, here comes the flashpoint through Showers. Neoking, he's got to get on out of that. Doesn't even use the tailwind. That's how confident he was in his capabilities as the rest of Boom pull back into the site, trying to just make sure if they can get some sort of reaction out of BBI.
But Asterix just waiting there at the entrance of Hookah for the rotation. He's going to be able to punish Oitan. Nothing he could do there. Popagachi, though, he's actually going to be forcing a little bit of the push coming out from Notorious, and now they're just gonna go here for this A site push. The Sky Smokes coming down here. Adrian King not able to utilize the run it back here to garner any kills.
Yep. Oh, through the smoke, Asterix seemingly finds another one, as well as the orbital strike coming down. This is looking tough. 7 more seconds, but the spike hasn't been dropped just yet, and unfortunately, Breach, he's gonna be running for his life all the way back to spawn.
Yeah, he's gonna try and save this gun, and yeah, I mean, with the everything being in absolute tatters in terms of the economy, every couple of rounds, it's been absolutely devastating. Poem, at the very least, saving that operator does allow them to counter some of the aggression that might be coming here from Boom Esports, excuse me.
Yeah, and I mean, looking at this replay alone, it's the way that they set up their smokes is really just cutting A site in half. And I mean, unluckily, Jet wasn't just naturally was in heaven and not actually sitting on top of the truck, because if it's on top of the truck, she's gonna have a full view of both A main and as well as Showers.
Yeah, always going to be vital considerations how you want to position yourself to take A, but this is going to slow things down a little bit on the B side of things. We're already seeing that not going to be too aggressive pushing out there in the form of Boom Esports. They're kind of settling into the mode, it would seem, for this round. We don't need to take unnecessary risks. We know that there's an operator in the hands of BBI. As a result, we are just going to be absolutely mindful we don't get picked off. They got a lot of cannon fodder to also throw in the way as well to try and get that kill.
Oh, wait, hold on. Popagachi getting hit by that Molly a little, burning out his armor and bringing him down to 66 HP. Not exactly the best of harassments, but, it still does the job. He's got no armor left. A couple of shots, 2 shots to the body from any one of these big boy guns would be enough to take him out.
Oh, but now Asterix missing the shot here. It's going to pop the Blade Sword, but Adrian King, he doesn't need help. He's going to take down 3 of them, and now this failed push is going to probably result in the loss of this gun, as now there's not a lot of room to go anywhere here. Boom, though, he's going to punish Notorious, but he's going to get refragged straight away. Blaze King claiming that kill. It is 10-0 here against BBI, and could we be actually heading here for our first 13-0?
I don't know. I really don't know, but it's getting very, very close. BBI, don't let Boom do it to you. You can't let them 13-0 you, especially on the 3rd game. You were already so close. If you want to come, if they wanted a comeback story, this would be the greatest of setups.
Let's not forget how close BBI was to winning in the very first map. They were on match point for a number of rounds, but couldn't capitalize before it went into overtime. But now they are going to have to try and turn things around. We have had a 13-1 so far here in this tournament. Now, I'm sure BBI does not want to be the first to get 13-0.
Yep, and now the owl drones are going to be coming out here from both sides just to kind of get some information on where the site is going, how the setups are going to be on each of these sites. And there you go, the Brim Smokes come out to try and protect B. They know for a fact that A site is a lot easier to rotate towards B just because of that teleporter.
But yeah, they have done enough due diligence, I think, on the A side that they realize that for sure the push is going to be coming out from B. But look at them all piling near the teleporter. They could change their mind, but now the push coming in here, the Hunter Sphere is going to start to flush out players all the way in that back side here. They're going to be moving in here, trading out only through Super Sis, but that it might prove to be decisive here as they have the numerical advantage.
They're still coming in with that. The aftershock into the canister here. Anarchy even dropping the curveball to try and make something happen. But Notorious, oh my gosh, it's a little too close for comfort. 2 sitting down, but the canister is going to be dead as 2 are sitting down back at Gardens. Can they make this happen? I mean, this is going to be tough. They drop down the flame walls here. Somebody needs to peek.
Oh, and with this is allowing them to stick it here. They're trying to spray through, but they can't actually see it. They're going to get the defuse, but now Poem and Popagachi will be able to clean up, but I don't know if you can really consider that much of consolation. That's another point on the board here for Boom, and let's not forget they have such a big bank that they can afford to full buy, and this is the last round of the half anyways.
Yeah, I mean, that's really unfortunate. BBI almost had it. The problem was that they had no vision. They had no vision exactly where it was going to be, and the way that they placed that bomb, really unfortunate as well, because what can you really do about it?
Yeah, this is always a difficult proposition, but you know, it was planted there by BBI, and that's always the trouble that you have planting it inside of metal. But oh, look at this aggressive push out coming here from Boom yet again. They're going to be able to tag, and the Hunter's Fury working wonders here to push them back. But Asterix will be able to catch out Rip Pablo as he tries to run away from this Notorious. Going to flash, but Popagachi is there and waiting.
Oh my goodness, I thought that flash was going to get it, but it looks like Popagachi pre-fired and really was successful on that swing. Oh no, that's going to be tough because now they're already sitting on site, and Blaze King and Asterix back to back trying to get out of the showers to clear out the site. The shock arrow is also coming as well. He continues to start juking left and right. The strafes are working out for him so well.
Oh, but an absolute trade there with the shock dart and the wall bang to suit here. But now, look at Asterix. Oh! He's going to finish off Popagachi, and now only one player remaining, Oitan. He's got the HP. Asterix has still got quite a bit here to do. There's not going to be a lot of escape here for Oitan, but at the same time, he just needs to secure this round win. They cannot afford to go down. Oitan is going to come out clutch when they needed him the most, and finally, they're going to continue their ascent back up and hopefully be able to catch Boom Esports.
Yeah, but let's look at this replay one more time. Just look at the jukes coming in from both of the sides. They did end up trading against each other at the very end because his strafe walked him into that line of bullets. But at the end of the day, check this out. Boom! That's going to be one quick from Asterix, and as he moves towards that metal side, it gets tough, and I do think that he should have held the defuse just a little bit longer, at least push it up to half, or at the very least make sure the sound, at least the full second, so that the sound cue really gives off the impression that you're not faking it.
Absolutely, but you know, it's not as much as people say pros don't fake. Yeah, pros will fake it sometimes, you know. So I mean, that's just something that everyone has to live with. But a difficult proposition in that 1v2 situation. But now this is going to be the first round of the new half. Boom, they're going to strut their stuff. They don't need to get a lot, but if they can get the pistol, they are almost certain to win it here. But now you're going to see that it's going to be this 5-man push. They're trying to work with the numbers at the moment, and currently Oitan is going to be all the way on the other side of the map, and they're going to be pushing through U-Haul and see if they can claim any of these frags.
It's gonna be tough. They've all been stimmed up. They're shooting through the smokes in the general areas, but now they're going to initiate the spike on default as well. Oh, the aftershock, is that going to pick him off? No, he doesn't, but Asterix is already down. He's got to pick up the spike once again. This is just an absolute gunfight. Lead is flying everywhere.
But it's definitely going in favor here of BBI, as they're going to be able to stop them from getting the plant down by default. But there's still 3 players still trying to get out. Popagachi is going to take down 2 straight away. Super Sis trying to move out into the middle of sight here. He's still got in a crossfire, and not a lot that he can do to get away from that one. Popagachi claims his third, and BBI, they're going to be set here for at least a couple, maybe 1 or 2 more rounds. And, you know, I think with this in mind, they might be able to get the momentum going. Boom had a very lopsided defensive half as well, and we could see the same thing happening here.
It's looking good. It's looking so good for either one of these teams. But overall, I just hope that, you know, BBI is able to kind of bring this back, especially against Boom. At the very least, even if BBI does lose, at least they knew they didn't lose 13-0.
Yep, at the very least here. So they are going to be fighting back here for the time being, and it's a full anti-eco that they have to worry about. But Boom is moving in here through Hookah with quite a bit of pace. They're going to be able to smoke out, see the spawn side, and they're going to be hopping through the window. There's still 3 players rotating, but Oitan all the way here from Arches is going to be able to nail down 2 of them using his cyber cage expertly.
Yeah, that cyber cage is just really effective here. Oh, metal aftershock doesn't actually connect all the way, but that Ares is still a very powerful gun. BBI take this round away, and they should be able to go for that defuse.
Boom Esports not able to inflict enough damage. They only are able to take out Popagachi, but that will still result in the likes of BBI most likely taking or continuing with these weapons. But this is where it becomes a bit precarious, because now Boom, they have a gun round, and there's a lack of upgraded weapons on the side of BBI. So, you know, if they lose this round, sure, BBI can most likely buy pretty nicely in the subsequent round. But you know, that already puts Boom Esports on that match point. So as a result, you can see 3 rifles being bought here by BBI. They've upgraded the weapon straight away. They need to maintain this buffer.
I mean, their buffer is so wide right now, and BBI, they can only do so much. The recon arrow gets taken off before the first initial wave comes out, so again, they don't actually see them here. But Boom, Arniking, he's in the right place at the right time. He's waiting for the smoke to drop in hopes that somebody will be looking back at him.
Yeah, but this is going to be a little bit of a stalemate for the time being, but they are starting to stack the brimstone smoke, so this is going to prolong things as long as possible, and potentially up to 45 seconds here. They can prevent a push from realistically coming through, unless someone really wants to be adventurous and going to be walking on forward. But I think now this is enough information granted here to BBI, and we can see that there's already going to be Poem rotating over to Heaven.
Yep. I mean, Boom, they're playing this super slow because remember, they don't have that gigantic lead that they had previously, as this round has switched over, and Boom is on the attacking side. They find that first initial pick. Can they find a second? Oh, they almost dodged the flash, but unfortunately, that's going to be BBI's Repablo taking them both out.
And, you know, looking at Poem's positioning all the way from inside, he's able to get the flash there into showers. But looks like they got problems here on the A shore. They have managed to get over to U-Haul side of things. Notorious trying to catch them out by surprise. There's still going to be Super Sis as well, trying to utilize the smokes a bit more to bisect the site. But Oitan, he's still all the way here by B shore.
Oh, wait, Boom's actually making the rotation. They finally got out and made sure that they get the kill onto Oitan as he's hit on over. The Cypher Trap is going to stop Asterix, but he can't get rid of it because he's so far out of Hookah as he drops the bomb here. 1 more second to go. Oh, thank God. Looks like the spike has been planted, and now BBI need to go on the offense.
2v2 situation, and yeah, Oitan could have gotten another kill, but unfortunately only able to settle for the 1. They're going to start pushing in there, but they're holding the tight angles. Oh, this might be difficult 1v2 situation, but Repablo will be able to get the first here, not able to get the second. Asterix is going to claim him, and now Boom Esports, they move on to that match and
point.
series point.
Oh boy, this is stressful. BBI, they gotta break this back somehow, but they don't even have the econ to make it work. This is looking so bad for BBI as Boom are going to try and close this game out.
But yeah, this force buy is going to be coming out. It's not going to be hugely terrible. I mean, the Popagachi does have the operator in hand, but he's got no armor. We've seen a Spectre, a Vandal, and still some pistols. So it's looking really broken at the moment, but they have to try. But look at the pressure going to be coming out here on B side.
The attack is coming in through gardens as well. There's nothing much they can do. The fault line is going to slow it down a little bit, but that's all the time that they can get and buy as the rest of BBI's composition is running off. The Rolling Thunder coming up through elbow as well, just so they can push on through. Double checking Metal, double checking Evan as well as they push on through. The hookah side is wide open. The backside struggling to push through that spot. Can they secure? Popagachi pulls up the Hunter's Fury, picks off the spike carrier and looks for more towards gardens.
Asterix gonna fall down, and looks like Popagachi is carrying his entire team on his back. It's down to a 2v2 situation. He's gonna be able to get the spike. Oh no! Recon Dart, but it's not enough. Super Assist comes through after Popagachi misses the shot, and that's gonna be Boom Esports finally closing things out. 13-3 here on our map 3.
Oh, wow. What a stressful series that was. Even though it was very one-sided to Boom as they were taking it out, but BBI finding out any kind of opportunity to bite back at them, take 3 rounds, finally bringing it to a score of 13-3.
Wow, and yeah, what an intense series. Boom, really bringing the action to BBI in this match. But you know, BBI, they were really on the brink there. And if you think about it, if they were able to take the overtime win or even win it before overtime on Haven, they could definitely be in the driver's seat, still in the upper bracket. But they are going to have to contend with the likes of Todak in our second lower bracket round 1 match. So that will be played first thing tomorrow morning as we continue the schedule then. But of course, there's still going to be more for you this evening, ladies and gentlemen, as we still have our first lower bracket round of 1 coming up pretty soon. It's going to be Brent Esports versus Morph Team. But yeah, just final words here in terms of how this series has gone. I mean, again, we do regrettably apologize, you know, that there was some delays here in terms of the timing, but we're glad that we're able to sort out all of the matters in the end. And as a result, we're able to have a good and fair match here between these 2 teams.
What a game this has been so far. I mean, Boom, BBI, these guys are some really great competitors coming in, and I think, you know, if the brackets were a little bit different, they fought somebody else, we wouldn't get such an amazing game. And how close it was bringing it all the way to game 3, even though it was quite a blowout from the side of Boom, as they were making sure that they wanted to dominate and end the day strong. Well done to them. GG, well played.
Yeah, and you know, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for that match. We still have 1 more coming up, but in the meantime, we will be tossing it back to our fantastic analyst panel. They're going to break down this match and also preview the next and final match for the day. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Play the J, he's Getting Q, and we'll see you next time.